The name of this poem is called Free Are We? Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty we are free at last. But are we? The mentality of the black community as a whole is sickening, failing as a whole, but we stop picketing. Survival of the fittest is the life we live while the white man tries to find a place for us to fit. Taking over our communities that used to be ours within hours. No one fights back, but I wonder why, because it's not intelligence that we lack. There's something in the mind that grew over time that make everything so sublime. So caught up in the latest trends of shoes and sneakers and allowing the outside in, letting them make us weaker. We don't fight back, but we kill ourselves. Minorities living in the projects for the majority's project. We are factually grounded on the scales and graphs that show low proficiency, yet we live so sufficiently. Entrepreneurs on the street instead of in school. If you get that paper, you have more paper, you fool. Pants not on the waist but fairly past, imitating the life of a prisoner, not knowing it means you either got it or take it in the ass. Living in the shadows, a thing of the past. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty we are free at last. But you stay in the background, pop, pop, blast, blast, and you end up in the ground. Little girls on the milk carton nowhere to be found. Wake up my people before it's too late. Wake up my people, for the cost of being lost is too high. So let's be free, no more price tags. Take life by the horns, start and press the gas. So we can be free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty we are free at last. But are we?